Hey, good Friday morning, everybody. We have reached that point. Last day before the weekend. And this morning, my natural alarm clock woke me up and said, "You're done sleeping," so I'm out a little bit early today. And where am I at, you may be wondering? Well, before we get to that, and without further ado, well, I have made my way out to the underwater dwelling of a certain cartoon character. However, I'm not in a cartoon right now. This would be a real-life interpretation of that cartoon, but I present to you the Little Mermaid dwelling, real-life dwelling, under-the-sea dwelling. That's right. I think she's still asleep back there someplace, so we'll kind of keep it down a little bit. So apparently, the city puts on a few plays here. It's the outdoor amphitheater. And from where I'm standing right now, you can hear my echo coming back from that canopy. Hello. Oh, I said I was going to be quiet in case she was sleeping, right? Now, I'm no scientist, but I would think with the electronics that they would not mix well with water. But who am I to judge the situation, right? And maybe some of you out there, if you are ever swimming in the ocean or in a lake, or goodness, maybe even a pool, may feel that sudden urge from Mother Nature telling you have to go. But their advice here is do not do that in the ocean over here. If nature does call, you better use these porta-johns. No peeing in the pool allowed. And the sad part about all this is that it was canceled. So I figure it's either one or two things. Either she's not feeling well, and that's why Ariel's sleeping this morning, or they had to cancel it due to all this rain we've been having and the possibility of flooding down there in the amphitheater, which you're under the sea anyway. So what if there's extra water, right? So every so often, before work kicks into gear for the day, if my body tells me that I need to wake up and get my butt out and do a little walking, I tend to do so. Yeah, it's a struggle for me to convince myself to do so, but I tend to do so. So here I am, out enjoying the morning, the birds chirping, and a little bit of nature to get my Friday going. This does not mean that I will not be partaking of coffee later, because I do need some of that wake-up juice. But you know what? To get out and walk a little bit, nothing wrong with that, right? It's turning out to be a real nice morning. Gonna go with a little French vanilla this morning. Ooh. Come forth, liquid goodness of wake-up juice. Yeah, that's good. So we have reached that point with our plant where we need to start putting a little bit of this powder called 7 onto them to help keep the bugs away and keep them off the plants and from taking over and just making things not so pretty. So that's what I'm going to reach for and grab for right now. There it is. 7. Now, they make this in a different type of application. This is the dust application. They do have a spray out there as well, but just going to sprinkle some of this dust on there and keep them bugs off them plants. Well, there we have it. Simple as that. A light dusting on all the leaves, because these bugs tend to go after the tomato plants first and foremost. But getting the sprinkle done on all the leaves and trying to avoid the fruit as much as possible, but if it gets on, it's not that big of a deal. So, problem solved. Well, another weekend is here, another weekend is upon us. And like I've said in other Friday videos, I'm very happy about that. So, thanks a lot for joining, and I'm sure we'll be coming at you again with whatever our plans are going to be for this upcoming weekend. We might have a few things that we want to go and do, but it might turn into a weekend of just rest and relaxation as well. But until we decide what we're going to be doing, and until next time, thanks for visiting, and we're done.